Every answer to every question is right here before your eyes. And now, you see it. Now you see it. And the star of our show, now you see him, Jack Nard.
Here you come, Gene. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Gene Wood. Welcome aboard, Jeannie. Nice to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. You're very kind and high at home. Welcome to Now You See It, the show that shows you all the answers. All you have to do is find them. Right now, I'm going to ask everybody here in our studio to join me in saying hello to our returning champion, Joni Eston. Joni, welcome back. How are you today? Good. At the very end of our last show, Joni had just won the championship round, which means that now she has a second chance to break our bank. Nothing happened on the last show, so today we have $6,000 in the Now You See It bank. And if you go all the way, Joni, that means you could go home with $6,800 because that's how much you won on the first try. How you feel about it?
Good.
You ready to go to work? Because the solo game is what's going to open today's show. So if you'll go around that way, Joni, I'll go this way, and I'll meet you at the solo board. Whoops, first remove. All right? Now, the idea is, as you know, is to give me 10 correct answers within our 60-second time limit. If you do, you'll break that bank for $6,000. If, however, you fail to go all the way, you know you'll be paid $100 for each answer you get along the way. Now, if you want to pass a clue, say pass. I'll come back to it. Don't waste too much time. You know where the answers appear, don't you? Right here on the television set that's in the podium. We ask you to search them out, call them out, circle them with this pen so that we know you have found it. Lefty, right? Are you right?
Right.
Right. All right. Confused with somebody else who was up here on one of the shows. All right, there is the pen. And here we go, Joni Eston for $6,800. Good luck. Let's light up the board. Here is your first clue. Large Swiss banking city.
Zurich.
Right. Oscar-winning actress, Cloris.
Leachman.
Right. The fairy godmother's magic stick.
Wand.
Right. Host of TV's Amateur Hour.
Ted Mack.
Right. A tasseled red cap.
Pass.
Metal supports in a fireplace.
Pass.
Atlantic Ocean food fish.
Pass.
A spinach-like vegetable.
Pass.
A peace officer.
Constable.
Right. Person-to-person host. Edward R.
Murrow.
Right. Going back. A tasseled red cap.
Pass.
Metal supports in a fireplace.
Pass.
Atlantic Ocean food fish.
Yeah.
Nope. A spinach-like vegetable.
Pass.
A tasseled red cap.
Shaft.
No. Time is up. You got 6 correct answers. You've just won another $600. That brings your total up to $1,400. Of course, you're our continuing champ, and maybe you'll have another chance to play the solo game on today's show. Right now, Joni, let's go back and pick up the ones that you missed. A tasseled red cap is in line 2, and that's a fez, right? You know, the Shriners wear them. A metal supports in a fireplace are in line 1, andirons. Atlantic Ocean food fish, the only one on the board, line 4, holy mackerel. Okay. And a spinach-like vegetable is in line 2, and that is chard. All right. But you're adding up the money. 6 and 8 add up to 14, right?
Right.
And that's $1,400 in your pockets and another chance to watch the action. We'll ask you to go upstairs now, take your place in our champion's chair, and we'll come back and play a qualifying round right after these words. Don't go away.
At BUZZR, we got game. Including Match Game, Supermarket Sweep, Super Password, Family Feud, and now BUZZR's got The Price is Right.
Come on down.
BUZZR, the home of game shows.
Back now to play a qualifying round on Now You See It and safely ensconce in our champion's chair. This time with $1,400 in winnings is Joni Eston to watch the action as we ask Mr. Gene Wood to introduce two new players, please. Gene?
Right, Jack. They're Margaret Noble from Los Angeles, California, and Glenna Bird from San Diego, California.
Margaret and Glenna, welcome. Hi, girls. How are you? Nice to have you on the show. Hope you all enjoy yourselves. Let's find out some more about these folks now. That's Glenna Bird on the left. Tell us some more about you, please, Glenna.
Well, I've been married to the same wonderful man for over 30 years.
Wow.
And during his Air Force career, we lived in Pakistan, in Europe, in Hawaii. And we have two wonderful children who married two other wonderful young people, and they've given us two greatly wonderful grandchildren.
It's nice to meet you, Glenna. Good luck to you on the show. Now let's say hello to the opposition over there. This is Margaret Noble. Tell us about you, please, Margaret.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm originally from Iowa, and right now I'm getting my master's at USC in cello.
In cello. Nice to have you aboard, too, Margaret. Now we play our qualifying round one letter at a time. The first one, either Glenna or Margaret, who scores 5 points, will be the winner. We'll win over $500 in prizes. We'll meet our champ, Joni Eston, in the championship round and perhaps come over here and try to break the bank for $6,000. We'll find out how it turns out very shortly as I ask you if you are ready to play.
Yes.
And here we go. All right, let's show Glenna and Margaret the first line, please, and here comes your first clue. Just a little bit. Letter. Yes, Margaret?
Fine.
No, Glenna, free guess, just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. Letter. Margaret?
Fragile.
Nope. Glenna, free guess, just a little bit.
Friend.
Nope. Here we go again, just a little bit. Letter. Yes, Glenna.
Fragment. Fragment.
Fragment, okay.
Couldn't say
Fragment,
it.
fragment,
Sorry about
that's it.
that.
That's what we're looking for, a fragment. First point goes
Thank
to you, Glenna Bird. 1-0 the score, all right. Here comes another clue for you. Something for the in crowd. Yes, Margaret?
Entire.
No, Glenna, free guess. Something for the in crowd.
Tent.
Nope. Something for the in crowd. Letter. Letter. Yes, Glenna?
Trade.
No, free guess, Margaret.
Entrance.
Entrance, that's it. Yes, something for the in crowd. That ties it up, a point apiece. Remember the 5 wins. All righty, another clue for you. Here it comes. Can be found at the border. Can be found at the border. Letter. Letter. And
Edge.
it's Margaret.
Pardon me. Edge.
Edge is right. Yes, ma'am. Always find the edge at the border. 2 points for Margaret. 1 for Glenna. We go now to the next line. Here comes your next clue. A well-known Air Force. Letter. Yes, Glenna.
Wind.
Wind is right. You have tied it up. It is 2-2. 2-2. Next clue. One of a kind. Letter. Letter. Glenna.
Division.
No, free guess, Margaret. One of a kind. No guess? One of a kind. Yes, Glenna?
Individual.
That is right, individual. And now Glenna has the lead, 3-2. Glenna needs 2 more points to play in the championship round. Here comes your next clue. One of these is bitter. One of these is bitter. Yes, Margaret?
Almond.
Almond is right, yes, as in bitter almond. That ties it up, 3-3. Okay, either Margaret or Glenna will get it with 2 points. We go to the next line. Here comes your next clue. It was a very good year. Letter. Margaret.
Vintage.
Vintage, right. You've done it. 4 points for you. Margaret has come from behind. She needs 1 more point to play in the championship round. Here is the next clue. Just around the bend. Letter. Letter. Glenna.
No guess.
Gives you a free guess, Margaret.
Elbow.
Elbow is it. You have 5 points. You're playing in the finals. That's it. Elbow. Just around the bend. Congratulations, Margaret. And now, Glenna, I'm afraid I have to say goodbye to you, but I want to thank you for being on the show, and we have a very pleasant parting gift for you backstage. Glenna Bird, thank you, and congratulations to you, Margaret Noble. You've won the qualifying round. That means you have just won the chance, of course, to play Joni in the championship round. Also, over $500 worth of prizes. And here's Gene Wood to tell us about those. Gene?
From Gibson, a Foodmaster refrigerator freezer featuring picture frame doors, cantilever shelves, custom interior rollers, and Gibson's exclusive frost clear system in both the refrigerator and freezer sections. And from Quoizel, the Abigail Adams Petty Point collection, designed steeped in the rich tradition of American lighting glass, hand blown and hand decorated, all from Quoizel Lighting. Okay, Jack.
Thank you, Gene. Our championship round is coming right up. So to play it, let's have Joni Eston come downstairs, join Margaret Noble at our players' table, and we'll play that round right after these messages.
You're watching Through the Decades Week, right here on BUZZR. Let's play.
Back now to play our championship round of Now You See It. Featured in this round today, we have our current champ, Joni Eston, on the left side of your screen. Winner so far of $1,400. And the lady who won the qualifying round today, Margaret Noble. And now, girls, we're going to be playing that round to find out which one of you will come over here, play the solo game, and try to break our bank for $6,000. And in order to get the whole thing rolling, I ask for the big board, please. Let's bring it on. Joni, Margaret, Now You See It. Now you don't. Every answer to every question is right there. All you have to do is find it. 100 points wins the championship round. The winner comes over here, tries to break the bank for $6,000. The minute either Joni or Margaret reaches 50 points, the point value for the answers will double for the completion of the round. Are you ready to go? Good luck to you both. Let's take a look at our championship board and light it up, please. Here comes your first question. One of President Ford's slogans is, "Whip inflation now." What campaign button does he suggest we all wear? Margaret.
Line 3.
That is right.
Position 5, win.
Win. That's it. Very good. Line 3 for 3 points. Position 5 for 5 points. Add them up. You get 8. 8 points for Margaret Noble. And here comes your next question. What legal document explains how one's estate... Margaret?
Line 4.
Right.
Position 2, will.
That's right. A will tells how your estate should be divided. 6 more points for that answer. And Margaret has the early lead, 14-0. And here comes your next question. Before they can practice, lawyers must pass what examination? Margaret again.
Line 1.
Right.
Position 3, bar.
That's right. They must pass the bar. 4 more points. Margaret now leads 18-0. Next question. What is the name of little orphan Annie's dog? Joni.
Line 4.
Right.
Position 9, Sandy.
That's right. Arf, arf, said Sandy. 13 points for that answer. Line 4, position 9, add up to 13. Now there's a 5-point gap. Margaret leads 18-13. Next question. Who is the genial host of Concentration?
We're going to watch Concentration.
Time's up. Time is up.
Oh, no.
For both of you, time is up. The answer is in line 1 and position 11. And I have to explain that Concentration is not seen in Los Angeles at the present time, which makes it kind of hard. And thank goodness they put the first name down here for me, too, Jack. Thank you very much, whoever wrote the question. And again, I remind you, I don't write them, I just read them. All right, score remains the same. Let's go to the next question, for goodness sakes.
Please.
When you mix meat and vegetables and cook slowly, what do you get? Joni?
Oh, I was going to say watch.
Okay, Margaret, I'm going to give you a free guess. Let me repeat the question for you. When you mix meat and vegetables and cook slowly, what do you get? Oh, I hope that other one didn't throw you. It's in line 2. And it is position 9. Stew. Stew. All right, on we go. 18-13, score remains the same. What British king was called the Conqueror? All right, Joni?
Line 4.
Right.
Position 2, William.
That's right. William the Conqueror, and that's worth 12 points, that answer. And now, it is 1918, and here comes your next question. What unit of measurement is 1/36th of a yard? Okay, Margaret.
Line 3.
Right.
Position 6, inch.
Sure, 36 inches in a yard. 9 points for that answer. It's 27-19. Next question. What room in your house is reserved for visitors that stay overnight? Joni.
Line 2.
Right.
Position 6, guest.
That's right, and that's worth 8 points, yeah? And we are all tied up. The score is 27-all, and here comes another question for you. What ingredient shows the passage of time in an hourglass? Margaret.
Line 4.
Right.
Position 9, sand.
Sure, sand. 13-point answer there. You go to 40. Joni is at 27. Next question. What is the second largest country in South America? Well, you're having trouble with line 1, girls, because that's where the answer is, and it's position 4, Argentina. No points there. Score remains the same, 40-27. Here comes your next question. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. North and South America and all the ships at sea. Opened, yes, Joni.
Line 3.
Right.
Position 5, Winchell.
Right, opened up his newscast. Walter Winchell, 8 points for that answer. 35-40 is the score. Margaret still leads. Next question. What do you call a short chain or ribbon attached to a pocket watch? Margaret?
Line 1.
Right.
Position 1, fob.
Yes, a watch fob. Very good, 2 points. Now you lead 42-35, 7 points, Britt. Next question. What is the capital and largest city of Czechoslovakia, Joni?
Line 2.
Right.
Position 3, Prague.
Prague is right. Another 5 points for you. And now the score is 40-42, and here is your next question. Minneapolis and St. Paul are collectively known as which cities, Margaret?
Line 3.
Right.
Position 4, twin.
Right, that's it. 7 points, and you're knocking at the door at that 50-point plateau. It is 49-40. Here is the next question. Moon River is the theme song. Yes, Margaret.
Line 4.
Right.
Position 2, Williams.
That's right. 6 points for that answer. That puts us past 50. 55 for you. 40 for Joni. And that means that the point value for the answers will be double for the remainder of this round, and we'll play the rest of this round right after we take time out for these words.
This year, National Game Show Day is so big, we needed an entire month to party. Continues next on BUZZR. Let's play.
Back now to complete our championship round, in which our current champ, Joni Eston, is trailing by 15 points. Her score is 40. And the lady who won the qualifying round, Margaret Noble, has 55 points. Since Margaret has reached the 50-point plateau, point value for all answers doubled for the conclusion of this round. All set to go, girls? All right, back to the board. Light it up. Here's your next question. Something Happened is the newest novel of what author of Catch-22 named Joseph? Okay, Joni.
Line 3,
Right.
position 9, Heller.
That's right. Joseph Heller. We double the point value and add 24 points to your score. Now Joni has gone into the lead. It is 64-55. And here is your next question. What Chinese cooking utensil? Yes, Joni?
Finally. Line 2,
Yes?
position 12, Wok.
Wok is right. 28 points for that. We double them up. And now Joni has 92 to Margaret's 55. And here comes another question. What end of a rifle is opposite the barrel? Joni.
Line 3,
That is right.
position 1, butt.
That's the opposite of the barrel. That's worth 8 points, and that takes you to 100. You're still our champ. Right on the button. Right on the button. She came through, retained her championship. Final score, 100-55. Right now, we want to thank Margaret Noble so much for being on the show. Congratulations on winning the qualifying round. You have over $500 worth of beautiful prizes. We hope you use them in good health. Thanks again, Margaret. All right, Joni, you know what I'm going to ask you to do now? Come on over here and join me at the podium, and we will return to play more of Now You See It right after these words. Don't go away. Congratulations. Boy, that was cool. Okay, Joni's back for another chance on this show to break our bank for $6,000. She does it, she'll have a total of $7,400. But you know that you have to give me 10 correct answers in the next 60 seconds, Joni. Don't waste time looking for that answer. If you want to pass the clue, say pass. I will come back to it. Okay, if you don't go all the way, $100 for each answer you get. You know where the answers appear? Right here on the board in front of us. Search them out, call them out, circle them with this pen so we know you have found it. Joni Eston for a total of $7,400. Good luck. Let's light up the board. Clock starts after your first clue. Here it is. Breed of early Texas cattle.
Oh, pass.
Hawaiian Senator Daniel.
In a way.
Right. Vocal solo in an opera.
Aria.
Right. Mythical half man, half horse.
Pass.
Frequent Tonight Show guest host Joey.
Bishop.
Right. A child's colorful marble.
Pass.
Ziegfeld comedian Fanny.
Bryce.
Right. Warning float in the water.
Boy.
That is right. Direction of the sunrise.
East.
Right. Torch singer Lena.
Horn.
Right. Going back. Breed of early Texas cattle.
Pass.
Mythical half-man, half-horse.
Centaur.
Right. A child's colorful marble.
Pass.
Breed of early Texas cattle. No, that is your time is up, but you got 8 correct answers. You've just won another $800. $2,200 in your pocket so far, Joni, and you're still our champion. And now we'll go back and pick up the only 2 that stood between you and $7,400. Breed of early Texas cattle in line 4, Longhorn, right? And a child's colorful marble is in line 1. That's an agate. Okay, but you're our returning champ, which means you'll be back on our next show. Since the bank was not broken on this edition of Now You See It, we'll be adding $1,000 to the bank. Perhaps you will be trying to break it next time. In the Now You See It bank, we will have $7,000 for Joni or for one of our 2 new players. We hope you'll join us then. And until then, this is Jack Nars saying so long for Now You See It. See you next time. Okay.
This is Gene Woods speaking for Now You See It. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Love of Life next over most of these CBS stations.